It's supposed that your motherland is where you were born and raised. All the family members of Irader-Zazada, a refugee from Armenia, also share this opinion. Her parents, brothers, sisters, and other relatives are originally from Yerevan. They all lived in the neighborhood in the center of the Armenian capital. Many other Azerbaijanis lived here for centuries. Irader-Zazada's deceased father, who was a teacher at one of Azerbaijani schools in Yerevan, told her, while looking at the left photos, Mrs. Irader remembers her native land, work, and house with warmth. However, one day she had to leave all this behind. The anti-Azerbaijani mood in Armenia started at the beginning of the last century.
Отец работал в консульстве Ирана.
At that time, my father worked at the Iranian consulate. You know, conscience and memories always remain. I still remember the sounds when attacks on the Azerbaijani houses began in the middle of the night. Those who could go to the Iranian consulate survived. In the morning, when we woke up, some people were crying because someone from their family was killed. It continued for a long period of time. The Armenians launched the policy of ethnic cleansing of Muslims at the beginning of the 20th century. Thus, they attempted to create Armenia without Turks. The main target was the Azerbaijanis living in the neighborhood. The situation got better during the Soviet time. People lived and worked normally. Nevertheless, it was calm before the storm. Later, attacks on the Azerbaijanis were resumed. Many people had to leave.
И в 1988 году я никак не забуду, когда ночью
I will never forget the night when I heard screams out of the window. At first, I thought that neighbors were arguing with each other. However, when I opened the window, I heard, "Come out, come out. We have to conquer Karabakh. Come out, come out." Before these incidents, Azerbaijani pedagogical and agricultural vocational institutions and schools had functioned in Yerevan. Gradually, the Armenians began to open Armenian sectors at Azerbaijani schools. It ended up with the closing of the Azerbaijani sectors. Moreover, the Armenians began to settle in Azerbaijani villages in Armenia. In 1946, the Armenians from Syria were settled in this mosque. They were in a bad condition and looked horrible. Besides, they didn't know their native Armenian language. The houses of the Azerbaijani people were taken away from them and given to the Syrian Armenians. They built houses in our territories. At that time, approximately 250,000 Azerbaijani people were banished from Armenia. During the deportation, hundreds of Azerbaijanis died. The official number of casualties is 214. Most of them were women, children, and elderly people. These people were murdered with special atrocity. They were beaten up to death. Some of them died of tortures, burnt alive, strangled, and frozen to death. It should be noted that after the deportation of the Azerbaijani people from Armenia, there was an earthquake in the territory of their settlement. As a result, their houses were destroyed. However, unlike the Armenians who left Baku, most of the landowners couldn't get compensations. After banishing the Azerbaijanis, the Armenians started abolishing the cultural and historical heritage of the Azerbaijani people. The Armenians abolished the Azerbaijani monuments, mosques, changed toponyms. Thus, the Armenians decided to mark the anniversary of the so-called genocide of their ancestors, continuing to blame the Turkic people. The Armenian people still consider the Azerbaijanis and Turks their main enemies. Rena Agayeva, CBC.